The Heineken kidnapping, one of the most infamous crimes in Dutch history, occurred on November 9, 1983. It began as a meticulously planned abduction of Alfred Heineken, the beer magnate, and his chauffeur, Doderer. This story unravels the chilling events that surrounded the kidnapping and the ruthless actions of the criminals who captivated the media and public for years. Four men, Willem Holleeder, Cor van Hout, Frans Meijer, and Jan Boellaard, were determined to secure an enormous ransom. Alfred Heineken, the wealthiest man in the Netherlands, was the perfect target. For months, they laid the groundwork for the kidnapping. They rented a warehouse near the harbor in Amsterdam, secretly constructing a cell designed specifically to hold Heineken and his chauffeur. On the day of the abduction, Heineken and Doderer sat in their car, completely unaware of the storm about to strike. The kidnappers pounced, guns drawn, forcing them into the van. Driven to the warehouse, they were locked away in the makeshift cell. Soon after, the criminals sent a chilling ransom note to Heineken's family, demanding 35 million guilders. The kidnappers were precise, calm, calculating, and terrifyingly efficient. The negotiations. The kidnappers played a nerve-wracking game, communicating with the family through cryptic codes and anonymous letters. The police were involved from the start, but it became a race against time. Each passing day intensified the dread, particularly as Heineken, an asthmatic, struggled under the immense psychological pressure. The criminals waged psychological warfare against both the family and the police, leaving false trails to throw them off. Their entire operation was executed with painstaking detail. Yet despite their flawless planning, the walls began to close in. The noose tightened as authorities worked tirelessly to track them down. The rescue. After 3 long weeks of fear and uncertainty, the police finally pinpointed the location of Heineken and Doderer. On November 30th, 1983, the authorities stormed the warehouse. Heineken and Doderer were rescued alive, though the psychological scars left by the ordeal were deep. Heineken himself later admitted that the mental toll had been enormous. The kidnappers initially managed to slip through the fingers of justice, evading capture. But the police unleashed an intense manhunt. One by one, the criminals were caught. Willem Holleeder and Cor van Hout, the masterminds, were eventually arrested and sentenced. Holleeder, however, would later return to infamy in the Dutch underworld. The aftermath. The Heineken kidnapping remains a symbol of a crime that shocked the very fabric of Dutch society. Though Heineken and his chauffeur survived, the incident left deep scars, both personal and public. Willem Holleeder would grow into a notorious figure, eventually landing back in prison for his involvement in other criminal activities. In 2015, the story was brought back to life in the film Die Heineken and Doderer, portraying the intense kidnapping and the cat-and-mouse game between the captors and the police. The tale of this infamous abduction serves as a haunting reminder of how even the most meticulously plotted crimes can unravel under the weight of human error and the relentless determination of law enforcement.